there, buddy. I, did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
Huh. That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Why you, though? I mean, you don't fit the mold for being sleepless in a Seattle body bag, if you pardon my saying so. Now, if your eyes were an inch closer together, or you owned a dog named Sven, or delighted in crunching on kettle chips in an art house movie theater, then maybe I could see it. Are any of those things true, Miss,
What? No, and I'm Verona. Just Verona. What the heck are you talking about? You are a detective, right? Look, it's real simple. I'm going through my purse and I find a goddamn death threat and this freaky looking sword thing.
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, weren't there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out. this was familiar. Wasn't gonna speak to me.
Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar, then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
Now, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, Loquacious Letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The S.P.D. do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the Rebar Killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood. The Rebar Killer. I'd heard that name many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest is kind of a blur, but if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
I need you here, Miss Verona. You never know when a killer might strike, and here you are surrounded by professionals. Professional officers of the law, I mean, not professional killers. Though, of course, they are professionally trained to kill. And sometimes, yes, they do kill. Oh, never mind.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona. Seattle. You doing okay, Ray?
Sing-a.
Believe me, buddy, you don't want to hear my singing voice. I'm a little short a pint or two.
Yes, make another hole of bliss. A head hole with a little kiss.
Anyone ever tell you you got a real kick? Keep it real, Neil.
Nay, nay, Mr. Bride.
had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests, and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
Ha! If only they knew. Anything that screams Bean Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the Second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart, and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh.
I should get to it.
Come back when you can. I always need a good sorting.
Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would remember her. Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her trail. Beer was cheap at the Hole in the Wall, and mortals did appreciate that. I figured it was worth checking there. I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of. I needed to take a look at my options, figure out where to go first on my mental map of Seattle.
Fucking snow is...
I went down to...
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
It's an investigation, Silky? Of the official kind?
Is it? Official? You mean official as in Seattle PD, or official as in Benny said so, or some other sort of official?
There was a girl, last night, here with friends and having a good time.
Listen, my friend, you know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
I think there may be a hunter out there.
This girl Kindred?
No, but
Then I don't see the problem.
just bend a little, Oak Tree. Was the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
I went... Hey there, Guru. How's it hanging?
The sirens are wakeful, Detective. You should help them sleep.
Might I just take a tipple?
It's the act, friend Fabian, that makes a relationship real. So act.
That's better by a cup. I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend.
You can heal the ghosts, my man.
Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured beer was cheap at the hole in the wall. And
Just a few more nights.
Johnny's, having a cold one, maybe.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
S.P.D., right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. Man, that was a mess.
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. Boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall. Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me, Pockets. You see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Ah, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. But which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Weston reconstruction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
Someone had a good night. Unless they were playing hearts. Blip, bloop, bleep, bloop, plop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after. I used to like these things back in the day. Nowadays, it's press a button, put your hands over your ears. The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably as old. Somewhere that darts used to be weapons of war. Seemed the patrons here were on the losing side. wouldn't want to have to clean this place. The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brood. Verona remembered. I headed down to the old West. Verona remembered the map.
Next time, I'll work up the courage to tell her how I really feel.
Verona said she...
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment, neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. I better be going. I, need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
The spirit of goodwill and charity, as evidenced by the richest of Seattle. Everything looks festive, but all just for show. Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. Lou always liked the big party back in the day. The great and the good of old Seattle. A catalog of those caught in Mistress Lou's net before she took early retirement. In the glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne.
Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tingle as you choked. That rag was best used to light fires, both literally and figuratively. The glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s.
From darkness and despair will come transfiguration. All is well.
Just a precious moment, if I might.
Resign yourself, Fabian. Let your cares flow from you. Worry is for another day.
You just keep spreading the good word. I have other things to do.
Do not waste your life, Fabian. Count your blessings instead. Take them. The change will come. And
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
So she never even made it through the door?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory. You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Huh.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was...
Fucking snow in Seattle. Sheesh.
Be released from your day. God, it's itches like that.
you. Answers lie in the legwork, as my... I went down to the Dutchman for a word with... I had... There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about. The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower. So our stalker had a picture of Verona. Maybe that'd get Silky to open up. I thought I was on the right lines already. I didn't think that would... Oh, that would have just brought me trouble. Huh. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on.
Right.
They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order. I never ate fish in Seattle, even when I was alive. It was something in the way those cold, dead eyes stared right into you. I always wanted to be that guy. You know, the one who wore a wire and brought down the criminal mastermind. You know, I think Sophia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable. Not enough spark. I mourn the old clackety-clack. Computers are all very well. But since they were invented, there's been a lot more profanity in the world. This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of suckers in my time. Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses. Junk, you know how it is. discarded memories.
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time, I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year, more deposits than purchases. An air of desperation.
Hope the Christmas trade picks up.
Have a good night, my friend.
I know you're busy, but not too busy for me, I hope?
I'm glad you're here. I can aid you with your pain.
I'd appreciate a soothing balm.
Shh, Fabian. I'll take the pain away.
Well, you have certainly healed me. This city needs your caring, Carla. Stay the course.
Come to me if you're hurt. I'll make it all better.
People like me are not supposed to fool around with gadgetry like you, but, let's say we get to know each other a little. Just in the interest of detecting, of course.
I am rugged of manufacture, but have had a tough life, detective. Be gentle with me.
I see you're low on juice. I'll be careful. Any pictures you want to show me?
What are you suggesting, detective?
Well, I don't know. Snaps taken by a miscreant?
All I have is a blurry image of a thumb. The wrong button was selected, perhaps?
A significant thumb?
It does still seem to be attached to a hand.
Given there's a national average of a bit less than 2, that does not narrow it down. Any text messages? That's what they're called, right? Or is it SMSs?
Once you have fumbled your way through the menus, there is one SMS that has failed to send. It says pizza.
Pizza?
No, very definitely pizza. It is always possible that my owner is slightly less tech-savvy than you.
He does eat, though, so that tells us he's unlikely to be kindred. Anyone left a voicemail?
Since you ask, yes. There is one young lady offering a good time.
What sort of good time? I've always been partial to 3 minutes past 12. If midnight's been and gone, drama is just not gonna happen.
Haha! Leaving that aside, detectives, there is one other message. I think you should listen to it.
Go ahead.
Open the package. You will see a photograph and a letter. Find the girl in the photograph. Make sure she receives the letter. She must not see you. Do you understand me, David? She must not see you. Now delete this message.
Guess David is a rebel.
Detective, I feel...
What's up?
Oh, hold me, detective.
Oh, dead. Oh, well. Nice work, little buddy. Maybe I should bury you somewhere.
I went down to the Dutchman.
Fucking snow is gonna ruin my...
Simona.
Evening, Reggie.
Mr. Fabian, I hope your God is being good to you, because mine is to me.
Might I take a little nip?
All I have, you're most welcome to share.
Ooh, that's better. Always the good stuff with you, Reggie. Keep warm, Reggie. You never know when I might need you.
Do you hear the city, Fabian? It's waiting there for you.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
I was wondering, you ever hear of the rebar killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit, yeah. I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same M.O., boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the Sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because last time he was in Seattle, he wiped out several powerful kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell?
Yeah, this turns out to be something, I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. I thought maybe we could chew the fat. Maybe catch up a bit. Did you read my case report?
For evidence, 20 pages on the goddamn sonic grid? It's in the trash, along with your bean Illuminati bullshit. I ain't got time for your crap. Do your job.
But boss, this is important. Seattle's aural soundscape is a fusion of complex...
One more goddamn word and I'll step your lips shut.
I better go, boss.
Yeah, you bet.
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results.
Snow in Seattle.
Back once more.
I do seem to be making this a habit. I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
It netted her enough to have a night out. Paid her bar tab. Here, I have a ticket. You know this one?
Ah, yes. That one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
Here.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Huh. Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
I'm off. Keep any interesting prizes for me.
If I find something I think you like, I'll be in touch.
Benny wanted the prince. I want.
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
Any hot precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
What's spinning, Wheeler?
You need new material, buddy. Nothing much, though. Fender benders, drunks, and me catching up on my backlog.
Season 3 of High School Detective?
Yeah. Just got to where Tammy has a run-in with the study buddies. Hell of a plot twist.
Stay safe, George.
Don't freeze.
You found something, right?
I'm looking into avenues, Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. Oh, you certainly made an impression at the Macomb bar.
Oh my God, we got in? I'm sure it was amazing.
You could say that. You threw up on the bouncer. You're blacklisted.
Damn it.
Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing. The Dutchman didn't strike me as your kind of place, but I was wrong. You were definitely imbibing there, loudly and copiously.
Wow, we made it to the Dutchman? I must have been out of it. We never go there. Way too sketchy for me and the girls. All that leather and denim, you know?
Much to my shame, I do know. You made it to the hole in the wall.
We did? Oh, guess we did.
Playing pool. They tell me a shady character was observing you from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Real sour face, that one. I told him where to stick it.
I imagine that you did. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Does the name Ravenna mean anything to you?
What? No, it doesn't. Not anymore. And I'll thank you to keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have suspicions, and you asked for my help.
It doesn't matter. Just keep your nose out of it. I don't need your help. Not anymore.
Something told me she wasn't going to be so talkative, which was a blessing, but meant I'd hit dead end on the case.
I've got nothing to say to you.
This wasn't good. I'd gotten off on the wrong foot. I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out.
Some change.
I hope Mom doesn't ruin Christmas again.
I hate working.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
What do you want? Ah, Fabian. Well?
We never really get the chance to talk.
You're right. We don't. Now, was there anything else?
I need to see the chief right away.
He's out. What do you need?
Benny said to speak directly to the prince.
And telling me is just as good as telling him, so speak your piece or get out of my office.
The Rebar Killer is back in town.
The Rebar Killer. Nice name. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Rebar Killer, pair of St. James's swords. Keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Don't ignore this, Miss Choi. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, I'll be off.
I see.
I wondered.
I moved to Seattle to get away from weather like this.
I didn't see the point in confusing things. I didn't see the need. I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move. I figured I needed my strength for other things. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe. Oh,
Oh my God, we got...
you could say...
Damn it.
The Dutch...
Wow, we never...
Much to my shame. Until later.
You found...
I'm looking at... You made it to the...
We did?
Playing pool.
Oh,
I imagine that you did. I found this lock...
Oh,
Don't worry, it's not a crime I care about. Not like murder or streetcar fare evasion. But how did you come to sell it? And how does it tie into our killer?
I didn't sell it, I swear. But you think the threat is real?
I have no doubt. This killer is real and could strike at any moment. Granted, it's a mite less likely here in PDHQ, though it is still a possibility. But hey, we won't charge you rent.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister, Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinnie. But she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no, we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected, miss. It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinnie, this Ravenna?
Heck, I don't know. We haven't talked in half a year. Last I heard, she was working at Atrium. That's why I never go there.
I see. Maybe your messenger didn't have a name for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that. This'll get complicated. A visit to the Atrium and its mistress takes my comfort thoroughly out of its zone. I'm told she doesn't like the cut of my jib. Between you and me, I don't even own a jib. But as for your situation, I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona, as so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the Atrium before it's too late. As soon to get in here? Official business?
Private party. No exceptions. If you're not on the list, my hands are tied.
Tell Miss Moore it's me.
No.
You sound like a guy who got decaf instead of a double shot.
I didn't think that was worth the effort.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
Same old, same old. These things are always a grind.
So I hear, sir. But it's important work. I'd like you to know that I appreciate it, and you can always rely on my support.
Thank you, citizen. Always good.
Of course. Enjoy your evening, sir.
Oh, hi.
Uh-oh. The artist in residence was in residence, and she never liked me being anywhere near the residence.
Detective, it is fascinating to see you here. Particularly as this is a private event, and I know you're on my list.
Do you know Ravenna? I think she's one of your, followers.
I have so many followers. Over 2 million when I last checked.
I just want to find Ravenna. Word is she works here, and often gets drunk, if you know what I mean.
If I knew such a girl, what she got up to in Atrium would be up to her. And not you.
Can I go look for her?
I'm not going for a law enforcement vibe tonight. I can't have you wandering through and breaking the immersion.
There is a killer on the loose, Miss Moore. I want to make sure the young lady is safe. Her sister, her twin, she's worried sick. Just need to check in with her.
A twin, I see. A matched pair, perhaps.
I guess I could introduce you. You know, so long as I know Ravenna's doing okay.
Oh, very well. She should be upstairs in the VIP area doing her job. Do not upset my guests.
Oh, I never aim to be an upset, Miss Moore.
No, you never do.
What was this? Broken glass.
not yet cleaned up by Atrium's efficient staff. Recent, and I smelled something here. Fear. Fresh, sweaty, mortal fear. Then, maybe I should get on the trail. And another metal cross. Color me unsurprised. I take it you're Ravenna, Miss Verona's sister.
So it seems, don't it, Detective? Same bone structure? Though it would be easier to tell if I still had a head.
Just so you know, I've imagined you with a head, because it makes conversing a lot easier. Let's see now. You're still warm, and the blood isn't even congealed.
Yeah, you must have missed me only by a moment or two. Sorry, I had places to be.
This guy is quiet, strong, and scentless.
Isn't he, though?
And he doesn't stay for the torturing and the screaming. He's in and out, set dressing the space.
It's real theatrical, ain't it? But next time, could he maybe use stage blood instead?
Any other marks or wounds on you?
From the neck down, nothing crying out for attention, saving the hole in my chest. The head you gotta take on faith. But no other obvious marks. The most common wounds on someone like me are closed with a lick.
That's true. Not the healthiest of pastimes, as I guess you found out. You died in the same way, right? Rebar in the heart and a bad case of neck trouble.
Sure, Detective. Just like the others. A death for kindred. But I wasn't kindred.
Now, that's something. This is a message to my kind, not yours. Killed right here on the spot, I think.
It does look like it, from my blood and my body temperature. Such a shame. Used to think I was hot, but now... cooling rapidly.
So who were you really, Ravenna? Other than Verona's twin? And why did anyone want to kill you?
Look at me, Detective. I'm mortal, sure. But I'm blood doll, you know? They called me Isabella's plaything. See the pattern yet? Me and Pandora, mortals who are tied to vampires. A message from a hunter.
Maybe so. But why isn't he targeting the Kindred direct? And how is he here now, 100 years after his first kills?
I don't know. But you'll catch him for me, won't you?
Well, I'll try, although it won't improve your day.
Shit happens to us all. My sister will be happy, at least.
Please do, Detective. My sister will be happy, at least. Detective, are you quite well?
Sorry, Miss Emerson. I lost my thread there. What was that about your sister?
Let me give you some advice, fledgling. You are young, and you must learn. There are 2 princes in the city, and you will give them both deference. For your sire's sake, and to ensure your own survival. Do you understand me?
Oh, I get it, your princeship, honestly. I do. Cross my heart. I'm listening.
Sometimes I wonder what Gideon saw in you. Then I have a conversation like this and realize how similar you are. I said my sister would be happy as she wished to speak to you.
What's this? Am I this evening's topic for discussion?
Not at all, dearest. Merely discussing etiquette.
Not about me? Oh, well, that's time wasted. But it's so good to see you, Detective. I hope you are here to enjoy yourself and not on an official investigation. A broken vase, a stolen innocence, a bloodless corpse.
Good evening, my other prince.
Oh, dear Detective, you are a sparkling tonic in an evening of toadies. I have something to discuss with you as it happens, but please, do circulate first. Business can wait. After all, this is a celebration. I will see you both later. Oh, and sister, I want to talk to you about the Carstairs matter. Will you have time this evening? Tomorrow?
I haven't forgotten. Tomorrow would be better.
Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have egos to massage, including my own.
So, you two are sisters, but very different sisters.
Sisters in blood, Detective. Not sisters in mortal terms. Has your sire told you nothing?
Gideon is not the most direct of teachers. He likes me to pursue my own inquiries.
You are on thin ice, Malkavian, as is your sire.
What are we celebrating again?
Really, I am starting to wonder why Malkavians are permitted at our court. It is New Year, and a gathering at this time is considered traditional.
Of course. Surprised you still celebrate, though, given how many you've seen.
We like to keep up with the times.
You don't like my sire?
Gideon has his uses. You are yet to prove yours.
Well, if there's a crime committed, I'm your man. To solve it, I mean. Not to cause it.
The sheriff has a modicum of faith in you. I honestly can't think why.
Might I ask how you became prince? Or should I say, one of two princes?
You can ask. It is a simple matter. The attack on our dear sire all those years ago left us leaderless. Lou and I thought it best to combine our talents.
Sounds like it might have involved knives and ultimatums, am I right?
I'm never certain whether you're being sarcastic or direct.
Oh, direct. Definitely direct.
Lou Graham is adroit in certain spheres. I like to think my influence is in others. We complement each other well. Our partnership has seen this city successful through 30 years and more.
So, might I ask about the Carstairs matter Miss Graham mentioned?
A joint enterprise which my sister and I are considering. Nothing that should concern you. It is always wise to plan for the long term.
Well, I suppose in your case, the very, very long term.
Indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have had enough of your fumbling tongue.
Of course.
I wish a good evening to you, Detective. If, of course, you survive it.
I figured I should do the rounds properly before going to see her ladyship.